thank you to MPB for sponsoring this week's video. This is my local lake. Over the past few weeks I've been visiting it regularly, bearing witness to it in some extraordinary weathers and moods. Usually when I come to a location, I come with an open mind, allowing myself to respond to whatever catches my senses. On this occasion though, I had a specific subject in mind, this elegant pair of mute swans. I wanted to see if by returning time and time again and focusing on one subject, if I could build a deeper connection and appreciation for it. What I hadn't anticipated though was the other beautiful sights that would also unfold around me. I'd been inspired to come and do this by two experiences that have happened in recent months. The first was this one here, which featured in a video recently, where I photographed the swans underneath the stunning autumn trees. It absolutely blew me away. And the second was a couple of days after this, where I came out on my own and sat in one of the hides, and I made these images here. I spent a good hour just with one swan, watching it and photographing it as the sun set. And I thought, how beautiful would it be to keep coming back here time and time again and photograph these stunning birds in various weathers and moods, especially when it was as calm as this. Now I don't just come up to this location to do photography, and one afternoon when I was out for a cycle, I was greeted to some of the most phenomenal conditions here. I don't believe it. I've just come out for a cycle up to this beautiful loch here, and we have got mist. The mist is absolutely phenomenal. The opportunities to photograph these swans would be amazing right now. But because I've cycled up and I wasn't really intending to do any photography today, I haven't got my camera with me. But you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this moment, connect with these swans, admire them. And according to the forecast, there's meant to be mist the next 2 days, although no sun. Right now would have been an incredible moment to photograph them. But hey, it's just so beautiful to be out. Well, I guess one of the pluses of leaving my camera at home is that it really gives me the opportunity to be mindful and to be present, and also to watch these swans gliding along the water, just enjoying the loch that surrounds me. I think it's one of the best things we can do when we're photographing wildlife, is to take that time to watch them, to see how they interact with the world around you, to understand their mannerisms and their behaviour. And when we do that, we can really connect with them on a much deeper level. So when I come back here in the coming days, as I continue this little mini project, I'll understand them better. I'll feel more connected to them. I'll maybe be able to predict what they're doing a bit more. Or it's more about that connection though, you know. Just understanding them, feeling connected to them, also allowing them to begin to feel safe with me, you know, while I'm using hides and things, and also the side of the loch here. While I'm using these things, you know, they're very used to people, but they're not very used to me. I think it's just adding that personal element, you know, getting them to know me, getting them to feel comfortable with me, getting me to feel comfortable with them. So this moment is more about enjoyment, of sitting back, of relaxing, and having gratitude for coming out today and just enjoying this moment, because it's so incredibly beautiful. And I'm not going to get hung up about not having my camera with me. I did feel a little bit of irritation when I first arrived, wishing I'd taken it with me. But now that I'm here and I'm settled and I'm just enjoying the view, I'm not that bothered. now the next morning, and according to the weather forecast, it was meant to be misty this morning, but I've got up and there's nothing here. That beautiful mist that I encountered yesterday afternoon is nowhere to be seen. But I'm going to stick around. The sun hasn't quite risen yet, and sometimes when the sun rises, with the temperature change and the light, we can get some mist. So we're just going to see. But I have to say, it's the most stillest, calmest morning this morning. It's so beautiful, and I can hear birds all around me, and I've just been joined once again by Mr. Robin that you will have seen a couple of videos ago in this lovely hide here. He was right here, and then he was also beside me for a while as well. So already getting up this morning has been well worth it in terms of the bird encounters. But of course we're here for the swans, and I have seen them this morning across the lake. So we'll see what unfolds over the next hour or so. But regardless of what happens, again, this, I guess, mindful theme, it's just so beautiful to be out and embracing this gorgeous moment. What a fantastic way to start the day. What an incredible morning. I haven't done any photography here this morning because I've just been so immersed in what's been going on around me. The robin kept coming back and forwards. I saw a group of starlings take off. The noise of their wings was just so beautiful. When it's as still and calm as this, you start to hear things that you wouldn't normally. And the sound of birds' wings this morning has been ringing in my ears. It's been so beautiful. As I say, I heard the starlings take off, which was this massive whoosh. It was incredible. I heard the geese flying over. Every time the robin came to say hello, the flutter of its wings were so clear and apparent. And then 2 ducks came in to land, and while we regularly hear them landing on the water, I actually heard their wings flapping, which I've very rarely heard. So beautiful. Some days when you come out with your camera, the whole experience is heightened by simply not creating any images, because you begin to tune in to the landscape that you're in, the beauty that's surrounding you, and to engage your other senses. And as I mentioned in yesterday's segment of this video, when we connect more to the subjects that we end up photographing, those images end up meaning more, and in many respects they showcase more. And this morning, just connecting further with this lake here, I really think will massively help with the continuation of photographing these swans. I'm going to try again tomorrow with regards to the mist, because once again it's saying potential mist around sunset. But either way, right now, with it being the colder, darker days, I'm ensuring I get out every day while it's light to get some time in nature and, where possible, do some photography. So tomorrow we will come back again and see what it has in store. Now, before I share what the next day had in store, it's time to introduce a sponsor of today's video, MPB. Now, with the holiday season just around the corner, it's often a time of year when people either considering purchasing new camera equipment or they're gifted new equipment. If this applies to you this year, you may consider selling some of the equipment that you currently own. And if this is the case, why not consider MPB? MPB is an online platform where you can buy, sell and trade in used camera gear. They don't just accept cameras and lenses, they also accept camera accessories too. So if you get a new tripod, bag or filters this year and you want to sell the ones that you currently own, maybe MPB is a platform you may want to consider. All you've got to do is type in the equipment you want to sell onto their platform. They generate a quote for you. If you're happy with the quote and accept it, they will send you a shipping label to download. Then all you've got to do is package up your equipment and a courier will come to the door and collect it for you. Then once MPB have checked it and verified it, payment will be sent straight to your bank account. If you feel this may be of interest to you, you can find all the details in the description box below. It's now time to get back to the lake, and oh my goodness, incredible conditions greeted me on day 3. Wow. Well, it is the next day now. I came down to this beautiful lake to go into the woodlands and film the outro to last week's video. And just as I was about to get ready to pack up and head back home, this beautiful mist has descended on the lake. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so in love with this moment. So in love with it. This week, the weather has been phenomenal. Oh my gosh, the light, the light. Gosh, that was interesting. That mist was only here for about 5 minutes and then the sun's come up and completely burnt it away already. It felt like we were in for a really, really misty day, just full of this dense mist that had rolled in. But it's gone. 5 minutes and it's gone. Well, I think it's meant to be a changeable day today, although there's quite a lot of blue sky above me. Maybe it'll come back. If not, that moment was so beautiful to witness. I've got it on camera in the form of video, and I think I was able to get an image of it as well, which if I've not already shared it with you, I'll share it now. And I've just spotted one of the swans, although where it is by a hide, which is currently full of people. So I'm not gonna go over there right now. But wow, what a moment. I've just walked a little bit further round. The light right now is so beautiful. The sun mixed with just the atmosphere, the colour, the contrast. Absolutely incredible. And the swans are much closer to me now, so I'm going to get my 100 to 400mm lens out and create some images of them while we've got this light before it disappears. The light was simply beautiful, as it illuminated both the reeds and the swans. And the reflections of the foliage on the beautiful still water were an absolute treat to photograph. I'm going to end this collage with 2 other images of these gorgeous swans, photographed a couple of weeks ago. I absolutely love how the swan stands out against the dark backgrounds. What an incredible week it's been. From seeing the mist to immersing all my senses in the beauty that surrounds this lake. I felt so much gratitude for everything I've seen this week, and I'm certain that spending the time to really tune in to this location and get to know it a bit more deeply has really helped me to feel a much deeper connection with my subjects, the swans. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Wishing you a very creative and blessed week.